My name is Philip Henderson. For as long as I could remember, I've been fascinated with the spirit world. The only true reality of life is death. Death comes to all. Astral dwellers, elemental ones, extraterrestrials, multi-dimensional travellers. All this I've summed up to mean the XRealm. Come with me into the XRealm projects, where I'll show you real people and how they interact with the XRealm. Alright, Phil here from XRealm. We've been called by a local lady in Orange, New South Wales. Her name's Wendy. She contacted us on Facebook regarding some unusual activity going on in her house that does sound like it's paranormal activity. So we're just about to do the baseline sweep and introduce ourselves to her. About to do the baseline test. Just a simple EMF readings in all the room and just see what we get. Wi-Fi's turned off, all phones are on plane mode. There's something in this cabinet. There's a magnet.
Oh, there you go.
There's a strong magnet. Oh, okay. Okay, so no EMF's been sounded in any areas of the house that looks suspicious. So now I'm gonna do the same path I've walked with a static electricity detector. For this, my little Boo Bear is going to be used. Boo Bear got his face eaten by my dog. It can be quite expensive, this whole paranormal investigation work. If you don't have the ghost destroyed, you got your dog. If it's near a synthetic fabric, okay. Getting some unusual static electricity indications here. I don't feel anything in here at the moment. The people who live here, they're friends. The energy in here is quite yuck. Not just not welcoming, but it'll physically make them sick. Reflux will happen. So there's certain places that is emitting static electricity. It's not the carpet, because I'll do that test now, okay? I'm going to rub my bed. Yeah, it's not setting it off.
About it, I freaking told you. See, I do.
Set it off then.
Smell
Something here emanating static electricity. Yeah, I've just finished the EMF and the static electricity detecting, reading the area of this house. See if there's any readings and trying to find out why. While we were doing that, Wendy, Courtney, this is Hannah, we were sitting at the table and Wendy started to feel quite unwell. Wendy and Courtney, yeah, so you felt quite ill. Can you just explain your feelings and if anything came to you about us doing that?
I felt sick in the stomach. I thought I was going to vomit. I started getting a headache and I felt hot. It was like very similar to an anxiety attack. like headed sort of, once you both stopped, it settled, it went.
Courtney, how did you feel then when your mum felt ill? What?
When like he's walking around, you could just feel like a different presence, and then when me and mum were trying to like talk to them, all I could feel was pain.
Pain?
Yeah.
Did you physically feel the pain?
Yeah.
Where did you feel the pain?
In like my hands and in my shoulders.
Okay, so Wendy, you've you contacted us on Facebook, and it sounds like there's different spirits here. You mentioned there's young kids, there's also a male figure, and there's a energy connected to your walk-in wardrobe. Any of those energies, do they, when you feel that they're near you, do you feel that feeling what you had earlier, like you actually want to vomit and got anxiety?
Not with the boys.
Right.
I don't feel that at all.
Okay.
I felt fear with one of the boys, and that's when there was a man in my wardrobe.
Yes,
and I didn't feel sick or anything, or yeah. I just like, even though I felt that fear from that boy, I wasn't fearful. It was just his. I just felt fear from him.
Mm. Courtney, you can feel spirits when they're about?
I can like talk to them, I guess. Like it'll be like they're talking to me, but it's like I'm thinking that they're talking to me.
Okay. Well, what we might do is try and communicate with them using a spirit box. Are you up for doing that? Wendy, you cool with that?
Yes, Philip.
Okay, so we're just going to do a spirit box session. Sweeping backwards. Oh, sorry guys, it's not the nicest sound. Oh, sweep mode on. Okay. So I'm in reverse mode FM. It's quite difficult to really hear what comes through here, so I'll analyse that later. Okay guys? So let's mind if we do that holding hands? I want to hold hands and visualise the door above us, okay? So try and visualise a door above us. There's a door above us, and that door represents a connection to communicate. Let's open that door. We want our spirit guides to stand next to the door and make sure nothing harmful to us enters. Courtney, can you visualise the young boys at the moment? Why are you giggling? You don't know? Wendy, can you visualise any spirits coming near us? Okay. The spirits that are in this house, I command you to come close to us now and identify who you are. What is your purpose here? What would you like me to do? Is there a certain member of the family that you connect more with? What is the name of that person that you connect more with? Do you want to ask a question? You don't have to, but options there.
I can feel a woman. I've never felt anything before. Feel my female energy.
Something cold behind my back. I'm in my room.
To the female energy that is here, we welcome you into the space. If you come close to this machine that's in front of me, think of a thought, use your energy to communicate with us. Okay, the energies that are in this house, thank you for connecting with us. Any good energies that would like to reinforce that there is good energies in this house? Can you say the number 3? The female energy that was here that Wendy picked up, please say the number 3 or any number. Alright, well, I'll analyse that later on, and thanks guys, we'll talk about, oh hang on, shut the door. Okay, let's visualise the door above our heads closing. Our guides are protecting us from any influence. Any energies that came through to us, you are to go back to where you came from and leave the space beautiful and clean. Door shutting, close communication. Well, thank you guys for doing that with me. We've got an open mind. Well, that was quite an interesting spirit box session. I asked whatever was present to tell us who do they connect with. They said Courtney. Wendy said she felt a female presence in the area. It came up, it's a man, it's dead. And at the beginning, I heard my name. I decided to put a trail cam in Wendy's house aimed at where Wendy feels that this male spirit is hanging out. You decide what I show you is what.
Chuck my head in there, and there's 3 or 4 that are evident in that room. You've got, like, I would say, a portal in there, or a vortex. Yep. And they're going to get worse if you don't shut it down. There's going to be more coming through.
How do we do that?
I've got to find it first.
Are they nasty?
Some are. One's particularly is driving to get more through.
Yeah.
Because like on their side where the dimension is, it's a rift. They've got once people open rifts or they open portals or vortexes, the guys on the other side are quite happy to say, well, here's a rift, let's go through.
Yeah.
And put through as many, but I don't understand what it's doing in your room.
I don't know. It was my daughter picked it when we moved in.
You did?
Straight away.
So what do you feel?
I just knew there wasn't something right. Like as soon, like when we came to look at the house,
Yeah.
I was like, no, there's something here.
Because the rest of the house is fine.
Yeah.
But ever seen the movie on Netflix called I'm the Pretty Thing That Lives in Your
Yeah.
Closet?
No.
Yeah.
In the hall or walls?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
that's what's going to happen. It will start to spread throughout the rest of the house, and kind of you'll find energy disturbances. And you didn't bring it, so it's not to do with you, but the previous people that lived here. Who lived here beforehand?
How do you open a porthole?
Well, you can do it on purpose. If there's a great psychological or emotional spike, that can open one, like it's a rift in dimensions, but that's got to be really, really targeted and kind of exploded out. There's got to be weakness there in the first place.
Yeah. Can they move through the house?
Yeah,
Because
absolutely.
sometimes I don't like it out here, do I? Yeah. It's really...
No, they're quite happy to. They think they've got carte blanche, so they'll go anywhere that they feel like, because they're on this side going, woohoo, party time.
Yeah.
Have you been affected in your sleep?
Well, I'm kind of sleeping in Mum's bed, and I just woke up out of nowhere, and I saw like a little boy standing in Mum's wardrobe, like, and I could see him clear as day.
Yeah. The boy's not the issue.
I don't know why I woke up. I just saw
Was it the man?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his energy's really shite. Like, it's really negative.
Yeah.
Got a lot of anger. His anger. Bit of a twisted fuck as well. We've got to find where the vortex is.
Okay.
My feeling is that the guy who came back from overseas had an artifact that he put and stored on a shelf in there.
Okay.
I think that it's not really. When we moved in here, there was a plane ticket, but it wasn't here when we moved in. And then the other day, when Mum was like cleaning out a wardrobe, we found like a plane ticket,
It's a boarding
on the
pass.
shelf.
Was on top of the shelf in there.
No, he's bought something back.
That's what I'm... Yeah.
So it's a physical item. But why would the ticket be turning up?
I don't know.
Don't know. It wasn't in any dimension.
No, it wasn't. How do things like that jump into our reality? The plane ticket was where they are. Literally, it's a ticket in. It's a pass in.
There you go.
They're using, because the energy of a ticket means you can travel, can't you?
Yeah.
Right.
So what they've done is they've taken something solid from here into their reality to make it work, and it's almost. Do you remember watching Stargate? You have to have the coordinates right.
Yeah.
So they've got the coordinates right because they took something physical from this realm into theirs, and they can travel backwards and forwards without any problems now. So we need to shut it down.
Yeah.
I'll go down and look in. I'll go down and look in. Spend some time in there.
Do you want me to show you where the ticket was?
Yeah, that'd be good.
It was in the corner.
What's on there?
I didn't have it. I'll just put all this stuff in.
Yeah, and it's wires, so you would have spotted something solid like that.
Yeah.
You would have spotted something solid like that.
Yeah.
You would have spotted something solid like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You would have spotted something solid like that.
Yeah.
You would have spotted something solid like that.
Yeah.
Well, the boy's legitimate. He's got something to, he's coming through for a reason. He needs some help in some way.
Would the little boy come through here because it was someone here that could help him?
Yes,
Or
that's what it is.
Yes.
And it's you.
Could have been, yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Because you've got the ability to do that. Because you're not fearful.
I knew that because Cheryl, when she passed away, she was like, I was actually communicating with her. She is my godmother.
Oh, get.
You know, Cheryl.
We were there yesterday. At her house.
She's got heaps of.
She's got
Oh, damn. Huh?
Is she there?
Don't you love the networking of the XRealm?
Yeah,
Is she there?
Is she your godmother?
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing. Okay.
We had her here on Hannah's birthday.
Yeah.
It was Hannah's 18th here a couple of weeks ago.
Right.
And there was a nice white...
Yeah, she's not going to miss the party.
Yeah, oh no. That's what we used to do here, we used to party. No, there was a nice white spirit and walked into Courtney's room.
Yeah,
through the wall.
that's not the problem.
No, I know that.
No problem.
Yeah.
Wow, that's blowing me away.
Yeah.
The guy is not from this. Is from this land here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
what
what
I thought.
This guy died of a cancer, not cancer. It wasn't cancer, but his guts rotted. He basically rotted away. This guy. He's quite thin. Like he's not a.
Yeah.
He's very angry.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of anger towards females too, by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's all up in the spleen. He had a lot of anger and wouldn't vent it. But he's very, very physically punishing towards other people and violent. The hunched over thing is the fact that he couldn't even tolerate his own ego.
Yeah.
The heaviness of his head.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know where the boy comes from yet. I've worked that out. Chuck some water in it and put some salt.
So what are we doing here, Dan?
It's very it's not heartburn, but it's that yeah, it's rotten. It's rotten. He's got a rotten gut.
So why are you doing this?
Because we're going to go and flick
Cold
it.
or hot?
Doesn't matter. Just we need to get it dissolved. I've got salt water. We're going to go into the closed hanging space, and it's going to be flicked around the walls and the ceiling. That should get them pissed off. But also, what the salt does, what does salt do? Purifies.
Yeah.
So it's going to purify the energy. It also negates the portal wherever it is in there. So here's your bowl. All you need to do is hand in and flick. Yep, on the walls. Get it up into the ceiling. That's it. Great. Just salt and water.
So I'm going to be pissed off tonight, so I'm going to be jumping out and leaving tonight.
The other thing you need to do is get rid of this mirror out of here.
Well, actually, I've been putting the mirror up.
Oh, yes.
Because the mirror was out here. And what I've been doing is facing the mirror, putting the mirror across here and facing it back in.
That would just amp them up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So whatever's left in the water, we'll take the mirror out the front and pour the water on the mirror.
Yep.
Okay.
The other thing is, can I, as soon as you can you get some fresh rosemary? Yep. Cut it up and scrunch it into salt and just put a bowl up where you found the ticket.
Yep.
And don't look at it, don't think about it, don't go anywhere near it for a week.
Okay.
What does rosemary do? Any ideas?
No.
What do we use rosemary for?
Flavour.
Yeah, cooking, that kind of stuff, but out in the everyday world, what it's known for? It's cleanser, yeah. But it's also for memory.
Anzac Day.
Anzac Day with memories.
At least we forget.
And you always remember lamb roast because of the rosemary. But what it does when you're using it for this kind of work is that it changes the memory of the thing that's coming through and it forgets itself. It's an interesting process because it forgets what it's there for. So we want it to remember what its true purpose is, which is, the boy, what's he doing here? He wants to communicate with you. So he's not going to get constantly hijacked for why he's coming through.
Yeah.
You want him to remember why he's coming through.
They're getting angry.
Yeah, they would be. But I like it. This is their space. And the other thing is that the salt locks it in, because it's a mineral, it absorbs the memory and locks it. So in about a week's time, once you take it out of there, things will settle down. Go and bury it in some dirt somewhere off the premises. By the way, he's been drawing and using your energy when you've been asleep.
Okay.
If you've been waking up tired and feeling like as though and you've been using the word "I'm drained," that's because you have been drained.
Yeah.
He did it to the previous families that were in here too. You're not the first.
No.
No.
What's behind that?
What happens is his rottenness coming
Up here.
up in here.
Right up here.
Yep. So you having that?
Yeah.
I had it when I went out into the kitchen, and it's just this.
And it's getting worse.
Yep.
Yeah.
Same. Here you go. I was just saying.
Yeah.
We felt that a clearing was needed straight away in this premises. I stayed behind when Dan left. I assisted the family in clearing the energy of this portal that's in the wardrobe. I still have Heather Dunn to come and do her insight. It'll be interesting to see Heather's feedback after we've done the clearing. We're about to do a cleansing in this area here. This area here has some negative energy that's not welcome in this place. It affects these ladies. And as soon as I walked in there, I got a headache in the back here, and the EMF went a reading of 0.3. The Harveys live here, and they want to make this place their home. How we're going to do that is through sage, rosemary. We've got an atomizer here with water. It's had Reiki energy put into it. It's got tektites in it and salt water. All right, so we're going to put salt in the doorway. Can you do that, Felice? Yep. There was a mirror in here. We've removed the mirror in an area that has got paranormal activity. The mirror can be an area of haven for it, or it can actually be an area where a portal can, well, connect to another portal. The whole process, I think, is important for the residents to do this because it's empowering them to know they've got power over these type of energies. Not relying on a third party to do this. Of course, they've got that support from us as well.
Do I go in there with my mum?
Yeah, you go in there too. Like a mother and daughter connection is very powerful.
Go crazy with this, is it all?
Yeah. Lisa was spraying the room. These type of energies want to divide the family. They want to have someone sort of just feeling alone and not understood. Well, we're going to reverse that. Alrighty. I've got some salt sachets here from some restaurant, Macca's, whatever. They're good to have on your person when you're doing this type of thing. So in this case, I'm just going to basically just chuck it in there like that, let that fall where it's going to go. Going to chuck some under the bed.
Oh, thank you.
Okay, we just finished smudging the house, giving it a bit of a cleanse, get rid of these negative energies. What do you feel, Wendy?
I feel a lot more relaxed. I did feel really energised when I was going around smudging, and like I had more control.
That's it.
Yeah.
Alright, and it's as simple as that. You do some ritual in your life to yourself, empower yourself, but also tell those energies that you wish to move on that you mean business, and ritual is very important. So we did that.
Thank you for helping.
It's actually making me feel dizzy. You know, it's giving me a sort of a raw feeling, and I can feel the electricity in the air. Yeah, this isn't very pleasant.
Sand space. No, it doesn't. Okay.
Oh, yeah, no, it's not nice. When you opened the door,
I thought a breeze.
And
did you feel the breeze?
Well,
as soon as that door was open, I thought a breeze coming through.
Well, when that door opened, I sort of, it came really strong. So this, you know, it's something through there. There's still something here, but it's not strong.
Okay.
But there's still something here. It's interesting. When you stood there, it just went, it all disappeared. For some reason, it likes the corners, doesn't it?
After Dan did his walkthrough, we did a clearing and a cleansing of Wendy's wardrobe. Later on, I contacted Wendy a couple of days later. She told me that the energy from a wardrobe is transferred to her daughter's wardrobe. Heather picked that up with the feeling of dizziness.
So when Heather picked up that there is something in your cupboard, but not as strong as what's in Hannah's corner of the room.
Yeah, I think it's actually shifted.
Yeah.
I asked Heather to focus on the energy that's in that wardrobe.
If you can push away the fog that's been deceptive.
That's odd, because I was going to say he, but I almost want to say it, which is unusual. Doesn't want it to be known.
Is it attached to an item?
Either non-human or twisted human, but not the ordinary, yeah, it's not ordinary every day. Now, my guides don't want me to get close to them.
Okay.
They're saying to me, leave it alone, leave it alone type thing, don't bring it close. They're holding it back type thing. I'm still saying it.
So that's interesting.
I'm not one for it's, you know what I mean?
Yes. How can, okay, with your guides, can you ask your guides for any advice for Wendy and her family for this it energy?
White and white light and joy. It's going to feed on any negative energy, anything negative that's here. It's going to feed on that. It's going to make it stronger. Or certainly feed on it. Can hang around. It's not going to hold on, but it can hang around. If it finds it can stay, it'll stay. Same with joy, light, air.
Now this it energy, is it connected to a tall male that's hunched over? So it makes me think that it's not connected to that male. It could be the thing that came over here with that artifact.
They're not the same, but they're connected. And I don't understand that myself. But see, if this male is a bit of a lost spirit, it could be influenced by the energy as well, the same way as the space and the people here are. Because they're just people like us, and it's just that they've left this behind. I'm feeling that if we can change the energy, and there's some beautiful spaces in this house that it doesn't go to. If that beautiful energy can be moved into all corners of the house, I think that negative thing's just going to dissipate. What I'm seeing a little bit of is one about this size and one about this size. Two, they're both young males, and you've got your grandmother. Hold on. There's a lady with grey hair, not white hair, but not grey hair. It's sort of halfway between, and her hair is sort of about a bit wavy, and she's full-figured. There's a lot of warmth going towards you. She's got a box on her knee that's about this size, and she's opening the lid. It's got a little flat lid, and she's opening it. Is it a box that you know about?
Is it?
And inside, it's not I don't think it's a wooden box. It's like a heavy, the heavy cardboard, or the, with a bit of a pattern around the edge. Not a really bold pattern, but there's a bit of different colours on the lid. And she's opening it. Is it a letter or a card? It's a letter or a card that she's taken out of the box. I don't think it's a photograph. It's a letter or a card. It's got writing on it. She says you know about this. She says it's something you kept. something that you've kept. You may not have kept the box, but you kept.
Are you sort of connecting to anything? Oh, Heather, you could be picking up on Felice.
Yeah.
Do you feel it's with Wendy? What can you say about that, Felice? Is that ringing a bell? Do you know of a box in the...
Yeah.
Come and take a seat, Felice. It might be. Can you visualise a box like that?
Oh yeah, I know exactly.
Oh.
Well, she said you knew. She said you know about this, and she opened the box and she took something out. I know it's you.
Straight away, hang on. Straight away. The Ovulus was not saying anything. As soon as Felice came sitting down, it said telepathy and
And
Continue.
yeah, and she took something out of the box and it's got writing on it.
Yeah.
And she said, you kept this.
Yeah.
You've got to go back to it and read it again because it's important.
Yeah, just like that.
What was her name, Felice?
Her real name was Elsie Myra, but I used to call her Mim.
Mim.
She's really pleased that you recognised her.
Oh, well, there you go. That was.
And how I picked that, her emotion coming into me with her. I just get the feeling that when you were little, you could just be wrapped up in her arms and you just went into her arms. She was that kind of glad. Not everybody has that kind of glad, but that's what she's showing me. She's sort of showing that you sinking into her and just being enveloped by her. And the love that she had for you when she was alive continues, so don't think that it stopped when she died. She's still there. She's surrounding you every minute of the day. She just thinks it's funny. She says, don't take it so seriously. Yeah, she's done.
Okay. Yeah, you can visualise the box.
But she there was one
Excellent.
she picked out.
Was there any sort of envelope around the...
It was like a grey speckled paper, a sort of a greyish, parchment sort of type. It wasn't plain white paper. It was kind of like parchment with a greyish tinge to it.
I'd have to go and have a look because there was a lot.
Yeah. So, but yeah, there were other things, but it was that one that she took out. Oh, that's nice.
Well, that's interesting because your guides didn't want you to go near it. But sort of wanted, because you're connected with warmth, love and light, and you want that type of energy.
Yeah, and they're very protective. I mean,
very protective, so they brought your grandmother into it instead of the it energy. So Heather is more granted, because it's not always about us, yeah? It's about Heather as well. So that was... So with, okay, so Felice's grandmother sort of, she's stepped back?
She stepped back, yeah.
Okay.
She said she's not going away. She said...
she's with you.
Yeah. She says, I'm finished with this, but I'm not going away. That was what she said when she kind of left me.
Is it possible? How you feeling, Heather? You're not getting too drained?
Oh, I really liked her.
You just want to fall into her arms.
I could have done that too. She was, really a very gentle soul. She was. Yeah.
Is it possible to have a peep, more of a peep into those young ones, Heather?
No, they're saying that they hang about with the kids.
It's a good energy for them to be around the kids?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
good.
no, they're okay.
Okay. Would they reveal their names so the kids could talk to them if they need help or feel alone?
One of them might, Johnny.
Johnny, Wendy, remember Johnny? Mm-hmm. Is he the tall one or the shorter one?
He's the little one.
Mm-hmm.
And the other one is a bee type name, Bride. The only thing is that BR sound. The only thing I can think of is Brian. But it's sort of, it kind of doesn't feel right, you know.
Brisey. Brisey. That's an Aussie name.
Yeah, that sounds familiar. That's
Brisey.
Sounding, you know.
Just came in. Good old Brisey.
Yeah, some name like that.
Okay.
And being younger.
As soon as I said Brisey, it came up radical. So, and then, yeah, there's a few words that's been coming up, but as soon as I said Brisey, radical. Radical Brisey, okay.
But the spirit, my spirit guides, that's what they were saying, you know. They were saying, yeah, okay, basically acknowledging that the energy's not, that energy's not really good, but that it can be dissipated with light and love and what is that? Air, light, love. White light. So you're carrying that white light around with you and envisaging it around you and sending it out to the rest of the house. And it'll just dissipate. I just get the feeling that it's just a, I don't know, a collection of thoughts or a collection of feelings that have kind of rolled together and got. And another thing you can do too is when you go into your wardrobe, specifically think of joyful thoughts.
Yeah, I'm usually got that in my bedroom anyway.
Yeah, so when you go into your wardrobe, do the same thing.
Yeah.
And it might just be, oh, my favourite top, this beautiful dress.
Yeah.
But throwing in those, not the, oh, God, I'm still tired, I'm sort of, but going in there with that sort of joyful purpose behind you, so that that'll get rid of any, that'll help to get rid of any sort of negativity that's sitting in the corners.
Okay, Wendy, we might finish it there.
Thanks, Ella. You are welcome.
So this is the box that was referred to in my reading, and when you take the lid off, the first piece of paper on the very top of the box was a poem written for me by Mim, and I don't know if I can get that. That's poem. And it says, I love a little fair-haired girl. To me, she really is a pearl. I love it when she comes to stay and pray that she will stay for a. Felice is really very sweet, with dainty hands and ankles neat. I don't know why she needs to frown. She's so much nicer when she clowns.
XRealm crew, we're at a house that we've been investigating over the last year. We've done the stage 1, the stage 2 and the stage 3. We've done the cleansing, but there is an entity still here. I'm back at Wendy's house, and it's a follow-up interview with the mother and the daughter, just to see how the vibe is. And apparently the male figure is still lingering here, but his behaviour's changed a bit. So to learn more about that, I'm here, and to see what the occupants want to do with this male figure, and if they've created any limitations or borders for him. So Wendy, yeah, you contacted me a couple of days ago saying he's back. Can you explain that a bit more of what you sort of felt?
Like he's in my daughter's personal space and he's not allowed in there. We've stressed to him before that he's not allowed in the bedrooms. He's allowed in the hallway, out here in the dining area, kitchen, but he's not allowed in the bedrooms.
How have you made that known to him?
I've walked around, and when I felt him, I've told him. I always smudge.
Okay, a lot of smudging?
Not smudging, I'm saging a lot. I burn a lot of sage, white sage.
Courtney, can you share with me about this male figure?
Have you seen him physically?
Yes. Yeah, I have seen him physically, yeah.
Is he looking at you or is he looking away from you?
Yeah, he's looking directly at me. It's like I'm watching you.
Okay.
Kind of look, yeah.
How does it make you feel? Intimidated or you just...
Just like...
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Alright, that's
like
good.
He's not gonna... If he's trying to get to me, or he won't be able to.
Alright, that's good that you feel that way.
I will tell you that you can't hurt me. I've got my guides and my spirits here to help me, and they will protect me from you and my family. I'll protect my family as well.
So why is this male figure still here? Wendy, you don't physically see this male?
I've seen him once.
You've seen him once. Does he...
I've seen it, that's when he was in the bedroom.
Okay.
But I've seen the boys more than him. So, but then when I was sitting there, because I was sitting here, and I was talking to him, and I might know my friend. I said, she'll be able to help you. I said, her name's Cheryl. I said, you know Cheryl, because she was alive when he was here.
Okay.
Next, you know, she's sitting there. Oh, she's standing there beside him. And then she's got a chair sitting there beside him, and she's looking back at me. And then I haven't seen him since. Because I sit here and they try to come into my back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is where all of it happens. So I'm going to talk over here. If I do any readings, it's here. So I've told them if they want to, I tell them, as soon as I feel them coming in from the back,
right,
you need to come around to the front. And I'll talk to you.
How about if we do a spirit box session? Basically, you just want to communicate with them and see if we can hear a voice. All right, you want to do that?
Sounds good.
Okay. Let's get that happening. All right, now, yeah, is that cool? We're holding hands like this. All right. Now, I want you to visualise a door over our heads and this door opening. So let's open that door. Now we ask our guides to stand at the side of the door. Now Wendy, I want you to ask the boys or the male figure that you see to come close and ask them a question and we'll get an answer.
You gotta say my name.
I take the spirit box to the wardrobe to see if we get anything from there. Because you'll think a male figure, if two women are in the cupboard, he would want to hug you or touch you, but that's not happening with this guy.
No, because he knows he's not allowed to be in here. I've told him he's not allowed to be in here.
Okay. All right. Well, he feels threatened and he respects your role here.
Yeah, he needs to go back into the hallway.
Hannah, do you see this male figure?
It was... I don't know what night it was.
It wasn't last night.
No, a couple of nights ago, I had the wardrobe open and I saw like a really tall figure.
Yeah,
And
that's
then
when the wardrobe
last
was open.
night, I thought I saw something in the wardrobe.
And it's like a dark mass?
Yeah.
I don't like it.
So that.
Do you tell him to get out? Or you just
I told him, like, can you please leave me alone? I just want to sleep, please.
Because you've been given the rules from your mum, so you could reinforce them, and you're doing that. So good on you, Hannah. Okay, let's visualise the door above our head closing, and whatever came in goes back from where it came from. Okay. Oh, thanks, man. When we do an investigation, we just don't do a quick one, bye-bye, try and keep a follow-up happening. Just get a bit of an understanding of the history and the future events, because then we're aware of the pattern. Well, thanks for watching episode 3, Wendy's Portal. In conclusion, I say this home is haunted by the activity that was present in the spirit box and what the mediums picked up. Since the clearing I've got the family to do, They'd moved on. The portal was closed down. Wendy and her family are used to having these spirits about. The clearing didn't get rid of 100% of the spirits, because the family actually are catering for those spirits now by assigning them a certain space and boundaries they can't go to. The kids' spirits that are present, well, somehow they're attached to the family element. They see themselves as a part of the family. And the male spirit that's present, well, he travels about from different locations, so he's connected to the land, not the actual house. When you've got spirits in your home, you naturally want to know who they are and communicate with them. And I'm impressed that Wendy and her daughter Courtney have this relationship where they feel that they can talk to them. Thanks for watching the XRealm series. See you next time.
Oh, I'm real.